Minister Tzachyi, Justice Aaron Barak, Justice Eliakim Rubinstein, former Minister Moshe Shachal, honored guests. 40 years have passed since the peace agreement between Israel and Egypt. Prime Minister Menachem Begin and President Anwar Sadat were both men of leadership and vision. They shared a common vision of changing the reality. Each had their own reasons. Prime Minister Begin wanted to remove Egypt, the largest Arab state, from the belt of war with Israel. President Sadat wanted to upgrade Egypt's status in the world and improve relations with the United States of America. It was not an easy process. There were difficult hours in the negotiations. It took 2 long years to conclude the agreement, but the agreement was finally signed on the White House lawn exactly 40 years ago. Today, with the perspective of 40 years, we can confirm that the peace agreement was a strategic step forward which has stood the test of time. It changed the reality in many ways, and Israel's strategic situation in the Middle East. Firstly, it removed the threat of a comprehensive Arab attack across the borders of Israel. It allowed Israel to release forces from the southern front and allocate more resources for Israel's economy and society. It also allowed Egypt to focus on its internal matters and improve its relations with the West. Despite a continued unrest in the Middle East, and even in Egypt, the peace agreement has lasted. Today, 40 years later, we see significant benefits. Israel and Egypt cooperate closely in security matters. The ISIS threat in Sinai and the Iranian regional aggression are both joint concerns which serve as a strong basis for further cooperation. Not only between Israel and Egypt, but also with the pragmatic Arab state in the region. We have open lines of communication between Israel and Egypt. We have direct flights and buses from Jerusalem to Cairo. We have a gas supply agreement between Israel and Egypt, which brings our bilateral relations to new levels. The challenge facing us today is to transform this peace between states and countries to a warm peace between nations and peoples. This is the time for greater cooperation in areas like modern technology, industry, energy, water, agriculture, and other fields. As Foreign Minister, I intend to promote regional economic cooperation as a top priority for the benefit of all. The US are partners in this effort, and Egypt can play a more central role. Looking back after 40 years, with a historical perspective, we can state clearly that Menachem Begin was right. Begin's decision to make peace with Egypt was a right decision. Now is the time to continue the historic vision of Begin and Sadat and grow the circle of countries and partners in regional initiatives and in regional peace. Thank you.